Focus. Fly. Keep right.
Good morning, car guys and car gals, and all you solutionaries out there. This is Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And this is Fred Lenartz, the sweaty bastard. Let's go. All right. So just got doing a workout, took a shower, and guess what? Still sweating. Actually, I'm cooling down right now, but I'm excited to be here. We have a special guest, and I'm pumped up. I got Lou off his filter. You know, it's what happens when you throw stuff out you never throw out. But hey, I'm excited. Everyone who knows me, my temperature runs high because I'm always running at a high pace. Yes. I'm always moving. I'm always grooving. I'm always
percolating.
I'm percolating things, not problems.
Percolating perspiration.
I'm percolating perspiration. It is literally bubbling out of me. But no, while we're getting this going, folks, get some sharing.
Yes.
Share. Share. Tag some people. We have a car guy in here, but I'm gonna tell you something. He's beyond a car guy, and what he's getting ready to drop, and what we're getting ready to talk about is about the whole world. It's about what's going on in this digital world, what's going on in this technology that's going down. You all want to understand some things. If you're a dealer out there and you're confused about what vendors are talking to you about, when they're talking about your websites, when they're talking about your data, when they're talking about these things, this host that we're getting ready to bring up, this show that we're getting ready to start producing, Lou, by the way, fist pump on that. We're going to be producing a show that's going to help people understand what these guys are talking about at a much cleaner, easier way. Layman's terms, we call it, or as I like to call it, normal stuff. So talk to me like normal stuff, right? So I'm pumped up about it. I'm excited to bring our guest on. He's somebody that we've had on the show a couple times. We even had him on last night a little bit. He was he's part of the We're Better Together crew. He's with M1 Data and Analytics. He's a superstar, and I'm super excited to have him here today, man. This is going to be a good show.
He is one that is not afraid to grab a microphone and say what needs to be said.
No, he's definitely not
and
scared.
It doesn't even matter if the microphone is in front of him. He's going to say what needs to be said. The great news is that he has an incredible team of people that are behind him. You might see their logo right here on my chest. You might see them right there above the head. And you might see what it looks like if you implemented the correct data, the right data into the mastermind of your business. Man, you can have something really blow up. But this message has been brought to you by M1 Data and Analytics. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make it do what it do. Let's get excited to bring our friend back up on the show. He is no stranger to the Car Guy Coffee podcast. He is no stranger to what it takes to keep growing. And we are excited to bring our friend, Mr. Greg. Hey! What's going on, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Oh, we're a little caffeinated, a little moving and grooving, a little pumped up, and happy to have you on the show again and talk about the show that you're starting, my friend. How pumped are you to be able to get this message out there to the people that need it?
I'm excited. I'm really excited to get the ball rolling on the show. Unfortunately, we've kind of down the roaded it a few times here, but we finally picked a day, September 9th.
Bing bong, there it is. Put it out there.
You got to write it down in order to make it happen. So
100% right.
Definitely looking forward to it.
That's right.
I got to get caffeinated in my upside down one of a kind.
There it is. Oh, look at that, folks. He has a limited edition glass right there. He's the only one in the whole world right now that has the upside down logo.
So I'm going to forgive you for giving me a misprinted mug. I'm going to focus on the fact that it's unique.
And we're going to go ahead and fly and turn that mug upside down. I heard you explaining to somebody over at Digital Dealer what you thought the concept of our upside down mug was. We're like, oh, I get it. You got to turn the mug upside down, right? You got to pour out the mug. I get what they're going with this. And we were like, that's exactly what we were going with.
Well, you actually gave me the mug at 9:30 at night during a party, so I just put bourbon in it. So I thought you just wanted me to have my bourbon faster.
We did.
We did. Yeah.
We just don't tell people that.
connoisseur.
We can't endorse that, but we can definitely say we did that. But no, I absolutely love that, man. I'm excited, brother. We are pumped up, man. You have this show coming out, Datamindz. DATAMINDZ.com, folks. If you guys have any questions about it, reach out to that. Reach out to Greg. It's going to be amazing. Man, I'm going to tell you, this thing, it starts on 9/9/2021. I love even like the date.
Yep.
9/9. 99er. Now, you got the 9/9/2021. It's the world premiere of Datamindz. Now, Datamindz. Tell people a little bit about Datamindz. Give them a quick synopsis of it.
So Datamindz, what the thought behind it is to take all of the hot words, the keywords that are thrown around the industry, whether it's in data, technology, marketing, and put a more, layman term type definition behind it.
Right.
So people really understand, identity resolution is a huge one. It's now changed to be ID graph, and everyone has their own little version and way to say it. But there is a solid definition for what identity resolution is. And the way that people use it assumes that there's all these different definitions.
Right.
It's just kind of to be an informative podcast, and talk about, what these hot words really mean, and break things down, or break different technologies down, so that the average person has the ability to understand what's actually being said. They're not, getting a bunch of hot air in a meeting that's making them want to sign on to a contract. So it's not to deter a sale or anything like that on behalf of anybody. It's just to try to inform as many people as we possibly can.
And break things down in a way that they can digest it, understand it.
Correct.
And have fun with it. Right?
And have fun. And that's the
fun.
biggest ingredient to all of it. When you can inject fun into things like that, all of a sudden more people want to watch. More people will stay a little bit longer to pay attention to what you have to say. What I love about your idea, and I love what you're doing, man, because we've talked about it quite a bit now, and your thing is you don't want to make it too long for people. You want to make sure it's bite-sized nuggets that people can really ingest and not think that you're just rambling, right? And I love that. I love that you're thinking about the people, your listeners, and that is huge, because I think a lot of people who are into this type of career or want to get into it, they don't have time to sit there and hear about ramble. They want to know about what's really going on. So by you actually thinking about that, being forward thinking about your people, about the people that are going to be your listeners, and they're going to be a lot of them, because we're going to push this thing out there. There's going to be a lot of opportunity for you to be able to explain that to people, be able to make it bite-sized, make it simple for them, make it enjoyable for them, so that when they leave listening to it, that they felt like they could understand everything that was said during that episode. So I'm excited. 9/9/2021, folks. We got Datamindz world premiere right up in here. Cannot wait. I ain't gonna drop any tears. What? So hey,
he's an MC now, folks. I love it. I love it.
But no,
we got him
exciting.
Dancing. We got him rapping, and we are talking about data up inside of the cafe, and really the culture that we want to make sure that everybody gets when they see what it is that you're doing is that it is connected to a bigger ultimate brain, right? We're connected to so much information. We're connected to so many tools, but tools are useless unless you actually know what the tools are doing. And for this car guy and many other car guys, hearing a whole bunch of terms on about a back screen in the computer world that you don't understand gets to be a little daunting. And actually, for those that, especially them high A personality car guys,
right,
it gets a little intimidating, right? Because it's obvious that they'll stand across the table or stand there with you, having a cup of coffee and a conversation with a very smart person that's saying some things they have no clue about. And what often is the situation with a car guy is they'll either act like they know, like it's a customer, right? This was, oh yeah, I totally know where that is. Let me show you this, right? Or they'll pretend that they actually have a similar solution when they don't know what they're talking about. And somebody like you, a straight shooter, who how I get down, right? Will look back at them and be like, what? You don't know what you're talking about. Hold on a second. Let me explain this to you. And we want to make sure that you do get the chance to put this out there in a fun way. But what are some of the things that you want to make sure that inside of the initial, like as we get ready, 9/9, we're going to put this out there. What are the things that they should expect to kick off this actual event? What are the things that you're going to make sure is out there the very first episode in?
So the very first episode's more of an intro episode, going into a deeper explanation of things that we'll be covering, topics that we'll be covering in upcoming shows, things of that nature. Also want to put it out there that we're going to be taking inbound, I guess, questions, so to speak, and compiling that information, making sure that we address the concerns of the listeners or hot topics are out there. Anytime we come across, new laws or regulations that are coming out, we want to make sure that, we're the first on top of it to be able to explain how it impacts the industry, whether or not it be automotive, power sports, RV, hospitality, it doesn't matter. Here at M1, we don't service just the car industry. We're in everything. Obviously, the stuff I do with you guys obviously is more, predicated to the automotive side. But Datamindz is going to address everything. It's not going to be just automotive centric all the time. So the intro is just going to be probably I would say a 15-20 minute show the first time. It's going to be more so covering the basis of everything we're going to be covering in the first, say, 6 to 8 weeks in the show, as we build up our listener base and start getting some of those inbound, hey, can you talk about this? Can you address this? So we want to definitely interact with our listeners. We want to address concerns that are out there in the marketplace. And again, not every show will be automotive. But I assure you there's an automotive guy that will be able to glean information from those other shows, just like there'll be a retailer or a hospitality person that can glean something from the automotive industry. The great thing about the automotive industry, when you look at digital and advertising and data and technology, they seem to almost lead every other industry. They always want to try that next best thing, or at least there's that group of dealers that want to try that next best thing to see if it works. And then when something does work, it spreads. We do a ton in RV and power sports, and it's what automotive was 10 years ago in this industry. So, definitely can glean things from just about anything that we're talking about.
When it comes to data is in all facets of life, folks. It's everywhere. And data is being collected on every second, every moment basis. People from Google to Apple to Facebook, they're gathering all this information from us that we're using, the pages that we go to, the things that we like. All those things are being caught up onto a database somewhere. They're being used, and that information could be used in so many different ways. How to help the consumer, how to help the seller, how to get in front of the consumer. What do they like to look at? How do they like to click? All this stuff is available for you to use. And that's what's so beautiful about what Greg and his company does. They find ways to make it accessible for the layman, right? For people to make it easy for them. All you have to do is call them and set it up. Now, the show is going to be the definition of that. The show is going to be the definition of helper. This is going to be a solutionist show. Somebody that if you are looking for help and you're just trying to figure out a way to get your mind thinking on the wavelength of somebody who's into data, it's the Datamindz that you need to have, right? Hence the show's name, right? If you want to get your mind on that wavelength, all you have to do is jump on. It's designed to be fun. It's designed to not be for the techie. It's designed for the people who want to be techies, the people who are coming up. You young college students, if you're out there and you're listening and you're trying to come up in this game and you want to know what it's about, listen to the show. With the experience that Greg has, he can tell you some stuff. Those are the type of great questions for you too. You send something out, he'll answer it. He just mentioned that he's going to be getting questions and he's going to be trying to answer those questions as best as he can for everybody out there. So reach out to him. Make sure that you try to get the knowledge. That is what it's about. Datamindz. That's right. I love the name. I still do. I love that it ends with the Z too. I just don't know why. My last name ends with the Z. Lenartz. What? So Ramirez. So we love the Z. The Z is really cool. And when I was a salesman on the sales floor, I wasn't the subprime hero. My name was Mr. Deals with the Z at the end of Z. So it's funny that it has a Z. Every time I see it, I'm like, I love that. That is so cool. But
I got to give Russell credit for that. He tries to slip a Z in anywhere he possibly can. I don't even understand why.
Cheers, Russell. And cheers to everybody else that's joining us this morning. Good morning, Russell. And yes, your mug is waiting for you over in sunny San Antonio.
It's actually already there.
It is. It's waiting right now. It's there waiting for you. Charles Higgins, good morning, my friend. And good morning, Joey Bell, my little brother, who's actually going to be here next month for my daughter's wedding.
Oh, wow.
And
Awesome.
Joey is a jet mechanic, and they're inside of the Air Force, and understanding that kind of layman's terms, when he comes and visits family and he starts to talk about, the things that he may do on a jet engine, to us, it goes woo, right over the head, right? A lot of the understanding, a lot of the jargon, or even military terms may not transition right to your common company. Inside of the conversation that you're having, and I love that you said that this is going to be for many, many people other than just car guys, but for this particular group of people, the car guys and the car gals, the solutionaries that watch this show, what is it that are some of like one or two key things inside of data that they don't even know are out there? Like, there's so much. I mean, some of it's creepy, right? Some of the data that's out there is a little creepy, what they know and how people can market.
It's super creepy, to be real. Yeah.
But I would say about 90% of dealerships don't even know that data is available, right? We're so much in a way that we sprinkle our seeds of advertising, we sprinkle our seeds of marketing just all over the place, which is an old way of cultivating a farm, right? You just take the seeds, chuck them out there, and then you till the ground after, and hopefully something grows. Well, you guys actually have a little bit more of a streamlined dress understanding of things. But what are a few key things that is actually out there available for car dealers to utilize and implement inside of their marketing plan?
I would say probably the hottest one that we have out at the moment would be our service menu data. So we've taken our location IQ technology, which we take in and process about 22.5 billion geolocation movement records of mobile devices a day. We monitor every single car dealership across America, as well as every single independent repair facility. This allows us to know if someone is servicing a vehicle or going to a dealer's lot. It also allows us to better understand daily driven miles and wear and tear on vehicles, so better lease prediction, but more importantly, better service prediction. So we have the ability to take a dealer's DMS file, look at all of the ROs that exist, look at the mileage and the date, bring that mileage current to the current day, know if that individual serviced between that last repair order at that dealer and today, and then also predict what the next service is, and pretty much, plus minus 1, 2, how many days out from service they are.
Oh my God!
Oh, little stuff like that.
Plus minus,
just little stuff like that.
You can't make it exact. Come on, I mean 1 or 2 plus minus. That's not good. Now I'm playing. That is some amazing information. He's talking about all this technology that they have to offer. I love location IQ. I love everything. You guys are really, really, really coming up with solutions for, like he said, not just for automotive, and it's a great solution for automotive. I mean, it's a fantastic solution for call centers, for everybody out there, dealerships trying to make sure that they fine tune who they're talking to, how soon they're talking to, when they're talking to them. But it also does it for, like he says, hospitality, RV. You pretty much name an industry that deals with consumers that you need to be able to reach out to. Done. I mean, this is who you call. This person right here, Mr. Greg Ashe. And, I tell you, Russell Gentry, super guy. Love him. I love that he supports us the way they do. He's another genius. And you guys are out there just having fun. What I love about you two as a combo is how much fun you all have. And I'm not kidding. And I'm not saying that they don't work. Trust me. You work just as hard as you play. And what I mean by that is that they enjoy life because they do things that they love to do. So when you're able to do what you love, life becomes love. I mean, you start to there's really no such thing as burning both ends of the candle at that point. It's just, hey, I'm living. I am LIVIN, living. And he's living 100%. And I love what's going down. I love what you're doing. I love that you have the support that you have with you at the workplace, with you at home, and of course, with the Car Guy Coffee crew over here backing you up too with that, producing your show, man. We're so excited about this. The honor of being able to do this for y'all means so much to us. And it's not because it's not just because it's a great idea. I think it's a fantastic idea, but it's because who we're dealing with. Dealing with you, Greg, dealing with Russ. I'm honored. You two really are people that I could see myself. Really, I can go down there and visit you for a week and not feel awkward about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where I can go and have a conversation and feel like I'm speaking with a friend and not just somebody that I'm doing business with. Like, this isn't a very sterile relationship, and I like that. I like that we can actually talk, we can communicate, we could jab at each other a little bit too, right? We can have fun, and that's the best part about this, and that's why this relationship is going to be huge. And I know one other thing is that we uplift each other, and what I mean by that is that you guys are doing amazing things. We work hard. We all work really hard. We all play really hard, but because we each work hard, we're each going to keep working hard. We're going to push each other to keep doing more things. Like this new podcast coming out, us as a producers, we're going to push a little bit. We're going to try to get that oomph out of you, right? But you're excited about doing that, but you already have the oomph in you. We just got to make sure that it's exploited at all points, right? That make sure that's being used.
We just need to give it a cup of coffee, what I mean, and turn things upside down.
We read data a different way, man. We look at people, we look at shows, and we know how to produce these types of things. We know how to bring energy to a show. That's how the data I use is the energy that I feel, right? So I'm excited to be able to share my data mind with your data mind.
Speaking of data mind, you want to see what it's looking like? Check out this logo that they got.
Oh, dude, it's so dope.
Bam!
Look how clean that is. It's just it's elegant. It's beautiful.
It looks really
makes
smart.
me want to drink a martini with the tuxedo. That's how elegant it is.
You feel like you're going to a speakeasy or something?
That's it.
A speakeasy, baby. That's right. Speaking of speakeasy, we are going to be in San Antonio next week at the NIADA convention, and you can get more information from Greg, from Russ, from us, and the rest of the crew that's going to be over at this booth that looks just like this. Okay, we're going to be right up in there making a lot of noise. We promise you're probably going to hear us before you see us. But if you want to get the chance to ask Greg, talk to Greg. If you're an independent dealer and you're at that event, go ask him what it is that he's going to be talking about. More of the words that he just said right now. If some of those words just went right over your head, that's okay. Let him give you the time to be able to understand why it's important that you utilize that. When we're talking about using data properly, it's the difference of spending quadruple what it is that you spend inside of your marketing. You can fine tune your marketing to the audience that has the highest propensity of buying. And if you do that, you reduce the amount that you send to people that have zero need, zero desire, or any propensity to buy your product. And that's exactly why Greg is wanting to get this show out to you all, because there is so much information, but not all data is created equal. There are many people that can pull up a list of things, but there are other people that can interpret it and that can read it and that can actually show you how to implement it. Isn't that right, Greg?
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. But folks, I am so excited that we do get the chance to go get some actual footage. We're going to be pumping it up. You're going to see some videos coming out. You're going to see Greg all over the place, and we're going to do our very, very best to understand, for all you car guys and car gals out there, there are people that are concerned about what it is that concerns you. Yes. And they have the information to help you reduce your spend and increase what it is that you actually produce and make it more
reduce your spend and increase your ends.
What? Talk about it. ROI. Come on.
Bringing it.
So MCing it right now. Let's go.
But he's so right. He's on the money. When we're there, folks, if you're there, come talk to us. We could talk about all the stuff that he does, his company and all that, but we could also talk about the show. I'm excited about Datamindz, and I'm excited about doing some footage with him there, because I know that we're going to do our stuff. We're going to have fun at the NIADA, and it's going to be fantastic. Like I said, we work hard, so we're going to work hard while we're there. But we're also going to have some fun. I know we're going to put together probably some pretty cool videos. I have a good feeling that we're going to come up with some promo videos for Datamindz while we're there. We're going to do some really creative stuff with some guerrilla marketing, like live footage, maybe us having a conversation about data while we're drinking some bourbon. But that being said, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. We've come up with some other ideas, but we won't drop those yet because we want to not spill too many beans about the show. We just want to let you know it's 9/9/2021. It is happening, folks. It is coming, and it will be hot. It's going to be ready, but it's going to be some fun. We're going to have some new ideas. We're going to be able to be creative. One thing I love about Greg, I really love about him, is that he is creative. He's open to doing things that are different. Matter of fact, he wants to do things that are different. So that allows us all to be creative, us to come up with these ideas. There is no too weird of an idea, not with us three. I think we can come up with something, even if it is weird. We're going to be like, that was kind of cool, but we just can't put that on the internet. But, but we can have some fun with it. But
kind of like the Vada queso last night.
Yeah. Oh my God. What was Rich thinking? I love you, Rich. I was like,
that was pretty
I started visioning it. I was like, I don't know about
Like,
that, Rich.
What?
But that's
It's okay.
hey, but that's what I love about Rich. You know,
Yeah.
Rich is a unique individual. That's genius mind thinking. I don't know where that comes
Other
from.
level.
I wouldn't have thought of that, but you know, queso is delicious. I just don't know if I want my whole body in the queso.
Yeah, no.
Him and Liz have a little freaky thing. Nah, 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 nah. Love them too. They're awesome. Love you both, Liz and Rich. You know I do. I'm just messing, but for real.
But for real though,
y'all some freaks.
It is funny what can come out of a conversation. Some stuff is really fun. Some stuff will get you giggling. But we do want to make sure that we are talking on the flow of understanding that there is an art to selling, but there's also a science to selling. And what Datamindz is making sure to do, I'm gonna just add this banner here. Bam.
Oh,
get that going on, is show that Datamindz is where art and science do converge. And folks, that seems so simple. It seems so easy to do, but it's not always easy to do when there's so much emotion that's tied to the dollars that get spent in advertising.
Mm-hmm.
So many dealerships, so many businesses want the magic pill. Here's my money. Get me my customers. If you don't get me my customers, then I'm off, and I'm there's no forgiveness over here. I'm just flying to somebody else, right? and that's something that we need to make sure gets painted together, that there is that converging that occurs when the art of selling comes together with a little bit more of the science of how it can actually get done. And then one thing that we all do know is car guys and car gals, it's a numbers thing, baby. You gotta work the numbers. And if you have the right data to work the right numbers, you are going to have incredible results. So I'm so excited that there's so many people that are going to unlock their understanding in how they utilize their advertisement dollars, and also how they deal with recruitment, how they find people to come work with them, right? How they actually make adjustments to their service department and their front end. Man, there's just so much. This car guy gets excited just about learning stuff, but I also know that some of us undereducated people have a little bit of a harder time learning things in a studious way, like inside of the classroom. That's why I'm so pumped up that you are aware of that, and you're aware of the audience you're talking to. You're aware of the car guys and car gals that are so emotionally ran that you can bring a show to them that's going to make sure that they have fun learning. Because I know if I'm not having a good time, I'm not exactly learning the most, right? We do it with our kids. We try to make learning a little bit more fun for them, and then it sinks in. Well, that's what it is that you're doing. As this car guy honors it, I know the subprime hero honors it. And there's so many people that are going to get the information that they're looking for. And we can't wait for this 9/9 event to happen. But really, we really can't wait to just see you in San Antonio, bro. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, can't wait until Tuesday. Get some good old authentic Mexican food.
No doubt about it.
Big old bag of queso.
That's going to be in the back of my head for the rest of my life.
I can't look at a bowl of queso now.
No, I can't. I'm still delicious though. Still delicious. But so I guess real quick, what day do you get in? Do you get in Monday or Tuesday?
I get in Tuesday right about noon.
Okay, perfect, man. I cannot wait to see you, my friend. This is going to be amazing. We're going to have a lot of fun. Man, I'm really excited about this, folks. Get ready for it. It is coming quick. The 9th of September is literally right around the corner. We're going to be at this event. We'll get back, and then it's there. It's pretty much how it's going to happen. We're real excited. Folks, you should see the studio that he's got set up right now. It's getting done. It looks fantastic. He has a great wall behind him. I cannot wait. I'm not going to spill too many more beans, but the studio is going to look great. The information is going to be fantastic. The production is going to be on point. We're excited. Get ready for some promos. We're going to start dropping them probably starting next week just to get it going. We recorded one last night after we got done with the show. We did a quick little, hey, guess what's getting ready to happen? Datamindz. So we have one of our own videos out. So we'll be doing that. Then we're going to produce some with him while we're there. That'll be fun while we're all together. But no, I'm pumped up, man. I can't wait I wish I could enjoy a cerveza or a something with you while we're there, but I'm not allowed to drink for at least another 40 days. So I got so much time left. It's killing me.
I'll have his.
Listen, we'll put some apple juice on a large cube for you in a glass, and we'll just pretend.
It'll look good. It has legs.
Yes.
It'll look authentic.
It will. It'll be delicious still. But hey. But either way, man, I'm excited about this, brother. I'm excited about everything that's going down. Thank you for the opportunity for us to be part of this, man.
Yes.
This whole Datamindz thing means a lot to me. It's our baby also, so we're going to make sure that it's good. Thank you. Put it in good hands, man, and we're glad that we're teaming up with you. And I'm excited to see what you have to say, man, because I have a feeling it's going to be fun. Like I was talking about, it's going to be very easy to understand, and 2, it's going to be ready and short and snippets just for the people.
That's right. Keeping it short and snippet filled.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Heck
me
yeah.
too.
We can't
Me
wait
too.
for this. We're about to get in rhythm, get in sync. So car guys and car gals, make sure you do what it is that you do and keep following us at carguycoffee.com. Make sure that you are tagging and sharing this around with some people that are the decision makers that need the right data to make their decisions,
man. Because a lot of times here's the thing, most people don't buy things, or they don't add things to their stores, or whatever hospitality they're in. If they're in hotels, if they're in RV, whatever, they don't buy it, or it's because they don't understand it. So when they don't understand something, they don't want to sound silly. They're just like, it just sounds too much for me. I just like to keep it simple. They only like to keep it simple is because they just haven't been educated on how simple the new is. It's actually way easier. It's actually way faster. It's actually way more reliable than any old technique. Anything that's of the past is of the past, folks. It's time to jump into the future, transform your dealership, transform your RV store, transform anything that you're in today that has to do with customers into the digital world right now. Get caught up, understand what's going on. We got Datamindz getting ready to happen 9/9/2021. We got Greg Ashe, the host, the man, the myth, the legend, the world champion. I can't wait to have him in here, man. I can't wait to see what's going down. I can't wait to make it happen. I'm pumped up. Man, this is going to be a good one. But before we go, we have to do one thing. We usually start the show, but we're going to end the show today
out of here
on the 3 Fs. You know the deal.
That's right.
Greg knows the 3 Fs. I know he knows it.
I know the 3 Fs.
Greg, you just talked about it. Talking about that mug, who was provided by our friends over at Inkcentric. We are so pumped up to be doing this. Let's go ahead and get ready to fly together. Join us, Greg, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Forgive,
focus, fly,
and keep growing. Keep growing.
That's right, bro.
I am Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And I'm Fred Lenartz, the subprime hero.
And we have been brewing solutions with the Datamindz host himself, Greg Ashe. See you all later.
Peace.
See you guys next week.